Imagine being forced into medical treatments designed to change who you are. This disturbing chapter of history reveals how prejudice can corrupt science. During the 1970s in South Africa, a disturbing program was conducted under the apartheid government. Military personnel who were identified as having non-conforming identities were subjected to unethical medical interventions. The stated goal was to alter their natural characteristics, but the real purpose was enforcing conformity through fear and control. The methods used were deeply harmful. Participants were given strong medications intended to suppress aspects of their identity, along with painful aversion therapies. Some were shown certain images while being exposed to uncomfortable stimuli, attempting to create negative associations. Many were pressured into these procedures under threat of losing their careers or facing other consequences. The outcomes were devastating, with numerous individuals experiencing lasting emotional and physical effects, some with permanent consequences. This program remains controversial for several reasons. First, it represented a clear misuse of medical science for political purposes. Second, it targeted vulnerable individuals who had no real choice in the matter. Third, the full scope was hidden for years, with many records deliberately destroyed. What makes it especially troubling is that similar practices still exist in some places today, just under different names. The lesson here goes beyond history. It shows us how easily systems can justify harming people when they're seen as different. We see echoes of this in debates about personal identity, in policies that restrict self-expression, and in attempts to pathologize normal human diversity. When authorities claim something needs to be fixed, we should always ask, who decides what's normal? But there's hope in how society can change. South Africa eventually recognized the wrongs of this era, becoming a leader in protecting individual rights. Progress happens when we learn from history's mistakes. That's why it matters to share stories like this, not to dwell on pain, but to prevent its repetition. If this makes you think about current issues, leave a comment with the word acceptance. And remember, true science seeks to understand, not to force conformity. Our differences don't need cures, they need respect. Subscribe for more psychology fun facts.